It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. This is taken at the 3. Oh, spinning away. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20.
Watch it now, Barney.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's Darkwa. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Block on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards there and a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Off of play action. Luck. The 12. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They hand off to their big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Now the try here for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Darquan. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Darquan. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. On the run, Darquan. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
12. Hey. Got three. Ready. Check out.
Play action. It's locked. Now a hit and locked. Lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let it roll. Monday.
They are going for it. It's Locke. Out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing? I
just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Over!
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line.
And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much. As he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll fake it. Now Locke. The open man is sharp. It's complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now it's Locke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, here's Locke. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. Prater for the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rashawn Sims with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this from the parking lot, from an even 70 yards out. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
On.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
12. 59. 12.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He's going to fire one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Be right. So go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
So disappointing there for a defensive unit. You hold them to a 4th down in their own territory, you figure you've gotten yourselves off the field, and all of a sudden, here's the offense staying out to go for it. And they wind up getting a 1st down.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Luck now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Luck. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Locke. Being chased out left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it to Locke. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Luck now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Orleans Darkwa. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point good by Prater. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
Whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. On first down, it's Locke. And this is incomplete. Orleans Darkwa, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now Luck. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Seth DeValve, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And now running right through it. And a great return up past the 40. But this one may not stand. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Back to Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time.
And a loose football, and the Lions have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10, Luck again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Lions on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third and 10. To the air again, Luck. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. We're back to finish this one off after this. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Out come the Titans now. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw is Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third and long, it's Luck. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Back to throw. Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last throw here for Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.